Here comes Jeff Locke approaching the football. We are underway here in Arlington, Texas. This ball's coming down to Rod Smith at about the goal line. And Smith takes it up inside and gets a couple of tackles broken as a flag comes down. So we'll see what that's all about. This is Sean Hockley.
During the return, illegal block in the back by the return team number 36. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
That's Robert Blanton, the guilty party, the right, lowest of your screen. And he's the man they go to immediately. And another missed tackle by the Colts. And Darius Butler, I think, missed the initial contact as Dallas works from 1st and 10. And here's the give. It goes to Darren McFadden. McFadden gets it up across the 25 and across the 30-yard line. That they are. Second down at about 5. Quick toss. Nice catch made by Jason Witten, their fabulous tight end. And the give goes to McFadden, and he takes it up inside.
The interesting thing, Don, about Dallas offensively, as you mentioned, McFadden.
Al Woods got the stop, but they got 6 yards out of the play. It's 2nd down and 4. Another little dump pass out here to Witten. And Witten takes it down the left sideline, the far sideline. And John Bostic finally takes him to the ground with Bryce Butler. And they give to McFadden, who takes it up inside. And McFadden goes down after a short gain of this play. And Prescott goes to work. Trying to find a receiver, throws it down the far sideline. It is caught, and Dez Bryant makes the catch for a touchdown. 32 yards on the play, and Dallas biting off big chunks here early, and they score the first touchdown of the contest.
Yeah, see, Prescott sees from day one. The Colts did not conceal the coverage. They were single high all the way.
And the kick is up, and the kick is good. Uses Sam Irwin-Hill to boot the football, and he gets it underway. Quan Bray's back deep, and he will grab it about the 9 yards deep in the end zone and decides to put the knee down on this one, and he will bring it back up the field. No, actually, that's Frank Gore starting an offense tonight. And a little dump pass to Jack Doyle, and a nice little catch. Indianapolis kicks up about 7 yards in the play. It'll be short yardage situation on 2nd down. Olsey now awaits the snap. Wants to throw, does, goes to T.Y. Hilton, and T.Y. is not able to pull that one in. It was thrown a bit behind him, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. Olsey sends Doyle in motion. And Scott finds Doyle with the kick and gets it out to the 35-yard line, but he's going to be shy of the first down, it appears. Here comes the punt. This was Sanchez who punted the football, and he boots this one out of bounds, but probably in a good spot. This time he gets him buried back inside the 20-yard line. Darren McFadden, the running back, behind him. And they hand it to McFadden, who sweeps to the near sideline, dives forward, picks up a decent amount of yards on the play as Antonio Morrison comes over and makes the tackle. James Hanna, the tight end, and the slot receiver to the left side. Dez Bryant still in there, a wide receiver to the right. And they give to McFadden, and McFadden finds running room once again as they blister the Indianapolis defense as John Bostic finally makes the tackle, which is not good news. And here is McFadden with a big hole right up the middle. And we have kind of an end zone position. This time in a gun. Looks downfield, ball gets batted around and knocked to the ground. So a good defensive play by the Colts there.
Finally got him behind in the count here.
Yeah, exactly. Prescott takes a little bit of a high snap and hands it to McFadden, who gets another big hole on the left side.
So much for that.
And he just continues to run his way for first downs as Luke Rhodes came up and made the stop on the play for actually a couple of backs back there. We'll pick them up for you in a second. This handoff to Morris, right up the gut. And this time the Colts are there to bring him down fairly quickly. That was Matthias Farley. Terrence Williams is a wide receiver, and that ball right to Beasley, who makes the catch. And again, the defense for the Colts gives up a first down and a 14-yard pass play. Dallas continues to move the football as Prescott looks for a receiver, finds McFadden out of the backfield as a safety valve, and he is knocked down by Antonio Morrison after a gain of 4. Bryant wide to the top of your screen, and the handoff to McFadden, and this time the Colts have it diagnosed beautifully as they stun him for a loss on the play of a couple of yards. Will.
This is Witten time usually.
Here's Prescott, and he finds Beasley, and Beasley's got a first down. Beasley in the slot to the right, and the handoff to McFadden. Again finds a hole. Flag does come down on the fumble, and the ball looks like, let's see who it's recovered by. Colts think they've got it. Yes, they do. And the man on top of it's Vontae Davis.
We're going to be okay here.
Holding. Offense number 79. The ball was fumbled and recovered by the defense. Therefore, that penalty is declined. First down.
Covering that ball, John Simon forced the fumble. Vontae knocked the man loose of the football last week on an interception that Simon had. So those guys helping each other out.
They really are. And, you know, we can't emphasize.
And a little pass deflected in the air. And boy, everybody was looking for it, but nobody could find it, and that's the good news. Orlando Scandrick is the man who got the hand on it. And Tolzien goes to work, finds Jack Doyle. Not for enough, however, as he gets it out to the 11. This team will pick him up for you in a minute. Last punt was 49 yards by Locke. This one, well, he gets bobbled around down there.
He's an adventure, Don. He fumbled one last week.
Lenore?
Yeah, he's a real adventure for them. They're going to have to fix that. But again, there's that third down, and you mentioned it. I've said it so often.
During the kick, holding, return team number 57. That 10-yard foul will be enforced from the end of the kick. First down.
Got Dallas right now with the lead of 7-0. And on the run was Alfred Morris for the Cowboys, but another flag down on the field. All of a sudden, we're having a rash of those.
Yeah, that's going to come back. That's got to be a hole where they threw that one. Well, there's Martin.
Personal foul, chop block, offense number 79. 15 yards, replay, first down.
Facing Dak Prescott. And here he's looking, and he's getting holy. Fumbles the football. It's picked up by the Colts. How about that? LeVar Edwards with the touchdown. A 13-yard return as Barkevius Mingo gets credit for jostling the ball away.
Terrific job by Mingo. Mingo, we've talked about it before. Tremendous speed and burst.
I said that just for you, Rick.
I know it. I love it. Rigoberto can punt all night long. I love you saying it.
Takes advantage of a Dallas mistake. Suddenly the ball game is tied after Dallas looked like they were owning the Colts for a while. Duke Thomas in the end zone to receive this kick. No run back, and the touchback will bring it out to the 25-yard line.
Don't expect perfection, but I'd like to see him play a little bit out there and see what he does.
Moore handed the ball off. Actually, George Swain, a tight end, and a little bit of trickery there by the Dallas Cowboys. And Morris gets the call and comes up with a decent run as Anthony Walker, the linebacker for the Colts, makes the stop on the play.
A massive group up front.
7-all tie. Again, Moore goes to work, throws the ball to Bryce Butler, and Butler picks up the yardage necessary for the first down and then some as he goes for 10 yards on the play. And we're about to run out of time here. Snap is made. And the Colts stop the play as Alfred Morris tries to take it up inside. And here's Kellen Moore back to work. And again, the ball gets batted down.
Let's get him.
Morris is in the backfield. And Moore wants to throw. Southpaw looks downfield. And that ball was thrown short of his intended receiver, Bryce Butler. Edson had a pretty good first ball game last week.
He really did. And he's looked pretty good at receiver.
Yeah, I was going to say both that receiver and punt returner. This time he fair catches at the 10-yard line. Moore's in the backfield, I believe. Yep. And the throw out here, and it's caught. Nice play by Darrell Daniels. Backfield as Tolzien hands it off to Frank. Frank looks for that 3-yard pickup, and he's looking very close, like he's very close to it. I'm not sure if he got it, though. We'll wait and see. He awaits the snap under center, and Turbin finds the running room. Great little job finding that hole, and it opened up nicely because the blocking was exceptional.
Yep.
Also in there is Brandon Williams at tight end, and he's in motion. And T.Y. still in the ball game as well. And they handed the ball off to Robert Turbin. but there was no place to go in this play. Stays in the game alongside Tolzien in the backfield. Scott looks, gets rid of it, finds Turbin out of the backfield. He turns it up, gets it across the 30-yard line out to about the 33, perhaps the 34, as Damian Wilson makes the tackle on the play.
Taken one-on-one there, no help.
And Tolzien goes the other way, tried to hit Quan Bray from the slot on the left side, and he couldn't quite get it to it. Fourth down, that brings Sanchez on to punt it away for Indianapolis. Roberto gets the foot into this one, and that's Lance Lenoir. He'll bring it up, and he gets knocked to the ground very quickly by Cole.
I got another one when we get a spot.
Forum Credit Union helping members live their financial dreams.
Now that is a solid front right there, starting with Anderson there at right end. They fall into one.
Moore fires the ball, catch is made.
They threw it right into confusion. They're double-A gaps. Here they come.
And the throw down the field, and the catch made by Butler. Bryce Butler once again finally taken down by T.J. Green, who is playing at a corner position. A flag is down on the football field, so we'll see what that's all about. We shall see.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 32. 15 yards will be added to the end of the run. First down.
Morris, the running back. Moore goes down the field, and a nice defensive play there by Green as James Hanna, and he went up for the football, and Green was able to strip it away.
Yeah.
That athleticism and that size give him an advantage. But another nice run here for Alfred Morris, finally brought down by Terrell Basham. First and 10 at the 14-yard line of Indianapolis now. And the throw toward the end zone. Catches
out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Bryce Butler made the grab, but
position right now, but just a good veteran presence in that secondary.
Here's Morris going to work, and Morris gets it across the 10 as Luke Rhodes again comes up with a tackle. Rhodes been in a lot of tackles thus far. He's made a mistake or two, but he's young. Third down and 3.
Come on, good job.
Nice defensive play.
Great play right there, and that's what you're looking for. You saw a good play out of Green.
Down, and Bailey on to kick the field goal try. 25 yards out, and he knocks it through.
But I like a lot of what I see out there tonight.
Here's the kickoff, and back deep. Quan Bray lets this one go out of the end zone, and it will be brought out to the 25-yard line at school. And they fake the handoff to him, and they fire down the field, and guess who's wide open is Kamar Aiken for a big game. And he got belted in the sideline, and so it's first and 10. And here's Marlon Mack, and his first opportunity to carry the football for the Colts in a preseason game.
Again, these young kids.
First and 10. And Mack gets the call again. Finds a way to find a hole.
Outstanding slash. Outstanding.
Terrific job by Marlon Mack for another first down. Their touchdown was scored on a fumble recovery.
Good job.
Pickup. Nice throw there, and Philip Dorsett with a catch. Mack stays in at the running back position, and he gets the fake handoff from Tolzien. And this throw to the tight end Darrell Daniels produces not much of anything. Down in 11. And Turbin gets the call and goes nowhere. Handed off, and David Irving was waiting for him to take the handoff and brought him to the ground immediately. Scott goes right over the middle, finds Turbin, and it won't be good enough. They'll get the ball down inside the 15-yard line. Orlando Scandrick is the man who makes the stop on the play. Field goal try. This should be about a 34-yard field goal, and it is up and through. And the Colts have tied this ball game for the second time tonight. And Locke boots it. Gets a good leg into this one about 6 yards deep in the end zone, and they'll not bring it out.
Linebackers.
Kellen Moore in the shotgun formation. And going down the field with this one, and a nice catch on the play. Beautiful job by Lance Lenoir. And Moore goes that side of the field again. But this time Lenoir is not there for the catch. He's there, but he doesn't get the catch because the ball was thrown behind him. Former Ohio State running back. And that's who they go to is Rod Smith, and he is taken down prior to getting to the first down marker. Right now it is a 3rd and 2 for Dallas And the throw to the sideline, incomplete to Brian Brown. And so the Colts are forced to 4th down. Chris Jones will do the punting. High and end over end. And coming down, and it bounces into the end zone.
This would now be
backdoor set split to the far side of the field. And Robert Turbin gets the call, but there is no place to go once again.
hard to run it on this team consistently.
And 9. And the throw is a good one by Scott Tolzien.
Dallas playing a lot of what we call cover 2, a lot of shell back there. So, Don, it forces you to throw the ball inside. I want us just to get a fast
offside.
2 minutes.
Defense number 97 lined up in the neutral zone.
Excellent.
5 yards. Replay, 2nd down.
That was Taco Charlton, a rookie out of Michigan, their 1st-round draft pick.
Cover 2 inside.
Nice little dump off to Turbin.
Go, get him up. Get him up. Let's go.
The 30-yard line.
Come on, Scott. Get him up
nice
there.
First down.
Split safeties again.
Down
No,
to
now they're
45
coming down.
seconds to go.
Oh.
And Tolzien gets sacked.
Yeah, they confused him. They lined up in split safeties, and then they came down into single high, and he was looking deep, didn't have it, couldn't protect it.
Pick it up all at once, but you got to do it fairly quickly.
In the seam. Come on, in the seam. Oh.
And that throw almost picked off, and Tolzien let it go as Taco Charlton had a hold of his shoulder pads, and he was going to the ground.
Out screen time.
Hand off to Robert Turbin. Turbin, nice cutback. Gets it out to the 30, but can't pick up the first down as he crosses the 30-yard line. Kayvon Frazier there to meet him.
Game is a marathon in the NFL. You're right back in it.
Here is Jeff Locke punting this one away, sending Lance Lenoir back for a fair catch inside the 25-yard line. Kellen Moore with Rod Smith alongside in the backfield. Moore throws a little screen over the middle, and that is Smith out of the backfield, who takes the run for almost a first down. I got to see where they spot the football. And Moore. And throws the ball incomplete. And they just put the knee down, and that will end the first half of play.
At the end of the day, it's all about points.
Sam Irwin-Hill kicking the football, and JoJo Natson picks it up in the end zone after fumbling it a bit, and then turns it upfield. This kid has some burst out there. There's no question about it. And he makes a nice return after almost a mistake. Mack is in the backfield with Walker. And we have a procedure violation.
Offense number 64. 5 yards.
And Matt
first
was
down.
10 for 14.
So a little bit different look for the Raven. Handoff goes to Mack. Doesn't find the blocking in front of him this time and goes down. Walker with a screen. Finds Mack. Mack with a nice run, but there's a flag on the field. And once again, we'll see what that's all about.
Can't.
Holding. Offense
it
number 62.
It doesn't upset me if this was the first group.
To the goal.
Cannot
replay. Second down.
And that's LaRaven Clark, the guilty party at that left tackle position. Field for Walker. Colts have 2nd and 24. And the throw to Bug Howard, who makes the catch, but goes down immediately. Walker rolls out, throws the ball. Dorsett makes the catch. Still not quite enough for the first down. And Lance Lenoir is back deep to receive. We got a flag that comes down before the ball snapped.
Lenoir has really been an adventure for them in the first 2 weeks.
By the defensive team in formation, 5 yards, still 4th down.
And another flag. Oh.
Before the snap, false start by the offense number 45. 5 yards, still 4th down.
Here we go.
This is another damage. Look at this. Inside the 20-yard line. However, Lenoir gets loose and is able to return it up across the 30-yard line. And we got an injured player. That's Sanchez on the field.
Oh, man, and he's down bad.
He is hurt. Holding on, looks like he's holding on to a stomach muscle, but hard to know. He's running off. That's the
During the run, personal foul, unnecessary roughness by the return team number 85. hitting the kicker out of the play. That 15-yard penalty we've enforced from the dead ball spot, first down.
Arrow and Lucky Horseshoes. Meyer, your home store advantage. And immediately, Dallas goes to work with Alfred Morris carrying the pigskin.
And then we got Steve as well, who made some nice catches last week. So we got an exciting young group.
And Dallas gets a first down on an offsides call against Indianapolis. Luke Rhodes, the guilty party. There's a little throw out to Keith Smith. And he makes the catch. Here's Moore, handing it off to Morris. Morris tries the right side. Not much there this time as they drop him at the 45, and that was Anthony Walker, the linebacker. Motions at tight end, Jeff Swaim. And Moore throws it out there, and it almost gets picked off. The intended receiver was Lenore. Ball game for Dallas now. Wanting to throw, and finds his man. Flag comes down late, and Brian Brown made that catch. But let's see what that flag is all about.
Illegal contact by the defense number 50. That penalty's declined. The result of the play is a first down.
So Moore once again going back to work with Morris in the backfield. And this one's right there for Lenore, who makes the catch and gets it down near the 30-yard line. And Morris finds a little running room for a 3 or 4 yard gain as Walker again is involved in the tackle. And they don't just have first stringers that are good offensive linemen either. And now timeout's being called by quarterback Kellen Moore.
Timeout.
Saw something he didn't like. And whatever the case, we have timeout of the field with the tie score at 10-all. Moore steps up.
He sees blitz all the way. This is full max blitz. One-on-one outside. Good defense. Good coverage.
And Lenore was the intended receiver, and Powell was the defender on the play for the Indianapolis Colts. And the kick gets blocked. Colts got a piece of it. And it looks like the Colts recovered it. Margus Hunt was the man who got a piece of the football on the blocked field goal try. The Dallas Cowboys. That would have given them the lead. And here is Mack. Nope, I take it back. It's JoJo Natson. Walker under center. And here's Mack. Nice little run. Look at this. Marlon Mack with a good gainer all the way inside the 40-yard line of Dallas as Marquez White comes up with the stop of the play.
Al Woods and Jonathan Hankins, new outside linebackers out there too. How has that group kind of worked together to get on the same page quickly?
Yeah, I mean, Al's a big country strong dude, got a big ranch, and Hank's kind of more soft-spoken, but he's a funny dude also.
We got a little action on our sideline, Marlon Mack.
What's that?
Walker lets it fly. And Quan Bray can't quite pull that one in.
Split safety's probably going to work in. No, back to free safety.
Walker steps up, got the ball batted down. They're scrambling for it, but I do believe he had the arm going forward, and the ball got batted. And the throw out here on the sideline was intended for JoJo Natson, but it was nowhere close.
Game winners, 26 game winners.
And this is from 42 yards out, and just like you would expect, right down the heart of the sideways. He was just knocked to the ground in a lot of pain. It looked like for a while he's in there to kick this one. And he boots it short this time, and it's picked up by Duke Thomas as he takes it out of the end zone and gets it up to around the 25-yard line.
It's important for them to play well here.
Cooper Rush, new quarterback in the ball game for Dallas. Man, what a catch.
He's a fan favorite right now. He has
whistle blows, and what do we have, a timeout called here? I'm not quite sure. I guess we do. They're going to review.
The ruling on the field is a completed catch. That ruling is being challenged by Indianapolis.
I guess we're going to take another look here to see if Wachuku's catch was a catch.
And that goes back.
The ruling on the field of a catch stands. Indianapolis is charged as first time out of the half, and that is their first challenge. It is first down.
And the quarterback, Cooper Rush. And he fires this one downfield, and that's a catch made by Brian Brown if he got the second foot down, and apparently he did. Hands it off this time to Alfred Morris. And Morris finds a big hole up the middle. Actually, Rod Smith was the man carrying the ball. One plays 45, one plays 46, or wears, I should say. Ball at the 30. First and 10, Dallas. They're on the move. Nice catch made by Lenore. And the tackle there by Indianapolis' Lee Hightower on the stop. Rush hands it off. This time, Rod Smith. Not much running room, and he picks up maybe a yard. Rush awaits the snap. Fires it downfield, and wide open on the play is Noah Brown, the rookie out of Ohio State, for the touchdown. Dante Blackman was back there, but he was nowhere close enough to stop the play from 19 yards to the touchdown.
Yeah, this is a screw up. I mean,
and Sam Irwin-Hill is on to attempt the extra point kick, and he knocks it through. Pope and George Wynn are back deep. And this one will not be brought back out of the end zone since it was kicked almost out of the end zone. The quarterback for the Colts, the rookie, along with the rookie Marlon Mack at running back, and he gets the toss out of the backfield, trying to find some room to run, but there's none there as he is taken down after a yard gain by Duke Thomas.
NFL game, it's an island, so I think he handled that well. Some little communications things I think that get ironed out, but as a whole I think we did pretty well.
Colts are 1 of 8 on third down conversions tonight, and here's a fumbled snap by Walker, and he is basically able to dump on top of it, and it's going to end up being a punt situation for Indianapolis, but again, the Colts unable to get a first down there. So we have time out of the field because the third quarter has come to a close. That great route was presented by Allegiant Air with 12 non-stop flight destinations from Indy. Get the best travel deals only at Allegiant.com. Lanier with the return for Dallas. And
isn't up to
during the kick, holding by the return team, number 53. 10 yards will be enforced from the end of the kick. First down.
Yeah, that helps it out a little bit. Yep. And the handoff. This goes to Rod Smith. Finds some running room to the outside. Under center this time. Fakes the handoff to Smith. Play action. And then he throws it to him. And Rod Smith does a nice job of carrying the pigskin once again. Tyvis Powell on the tackle, but not before Dallas picks up a first down. That is interesting, isn't it? And Rush down to the backfield this time and kind of looked like he was running for his life, although he had time. Hand off to Smith. And Smith carries it up the middle, gets a couple. Luke Rhodes again in on the tackle. He's been in on a bunch tonight. LeVar Edwards was there as well. And Rush has time, gets rid of it, and picks up the first down with a throw to Wachaku.
That ball came out of there.
And Smith, takes a tackle. Big run, another first down. Tyshawn Graham trying for more. Here's Smith, another nice run. Wow, he's mowing down Colts tacklers. Not the rest. And we have a whistle. And a timeout call.
Timeout. Dallas. Their second. 32nd timeout.
Dallas and Cooper Rush hands it off. Hillman. Nope. It is Smith back in there now. This time he is dropped for a loss in the play. Back around the 16-yard line. Rush. Lots of time. Then gets rid of it. Has to throw a screen to Smith, and it's just not there. Took too much time on that one, right?
Got to be a hold though here, I think. Where that flag is, I think there's probably a little holding going on.
Illegal use of the hands to the face. Defense number 68. 5 yards from the previous spot and an automatic first down.
Look at Chuck Pagano. Now rush, little screen pass out here in the flat. And a nice job by Uzoma Wachuku to keep his balance at the running back spot for Dallas. Quick throw to the sideline, and there it is. Touchdown, Lenoir. Lance Lenoir, rookie out of Western Illinois, who's made some plays in this ball game tonight. And Dallas now has taken a commanding lead here in the fourth quarter with 8:46 left.
Yeah, this is one-on-one red zone. Basically, you've got to take away the slant first and make them throw the fade.
8:46 to go in this final period. There's the kick by Irwin Hill. And up it goes and through. And Dallas now has.
So, again, you got to be very careful with your evaluations, and you have to look at it as it is.
And that kick by Irwin Hill is out of the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Numbers presented by Teachers Credit Union. Score big with a TCU debit MasterCard that gives you cash back just for using it. Visit tcunet.com for details.
5 yards.
Well, our boy Morris is in the game, so let's see what happens. Both quarterbacks started their game off with a penalty, their 2 and 3 guy.
7 for 49 yards. There's the ball thrown out there. Whistle blew it dead. And Morris goes down the field and throws a shot to JoJo.
JoJo
who pulls it in. And Indianapolis comes up with a big play there.
Guys, so I guess eventually you got to get him in there.
Little dump off pass here. And a pretty good scramble by Tremaine Pope, but unfortunately he goes backwards. Second down and 20 now. Morris goes back to work to Pope. Pope this time takes it upfield, gets it just at the 50-yard line where he goes to the ground. Here's the dump to Tremaine Pope again. Turns it upfield.
There you go. North
and he gets
south.
it down to the 41-yard line.
Third down's like, third and long is much tougher.
Here's the throw by Morris, and he converts to JoJo Natson, and Natson dives his way all the way to the 15-yard line as they convert a 4th down and 5. A 26-yard gain in the play, and the Colts keep the football.
I'm not even going to apologize for it.
Here's the throw out to the sideline, and Henry Krager Coble took a hit just as he caught the football. George Wynn is in the ball game at the running back spot now. And Morris hits him out of the backfield, and George Wynn carries it within 2 yards of a first down. Oh, a fumble. Bad snap. And I think the Colts recovered.
So he's got to get it on. He's going to get it on 4th down.
He has to now. George Wynn was the intended receiver, but he could not pull it in. I thought the ball was there.
Cincinnati.
And that was the Central Indiana Honda Dealers Special Teams Player of the Game. Visit them at centralindianahondadealers.com.
When he gets in to come in and contribute, and coaches love him, we love him, and we're just sending him out there make plays. That's an easy way to make the team. But at the end of the day, we're just having fun, make sure we understand the playbook. But all in all, we just one big family, and we all just competing. So that's all it is.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining me. The Ghost back up to you guys in the booth.
Colts sack. Get us. Goodness gracious. Sorry about the read here, folks. Here we go. Looking at the play, JoJo Natson. Yeah.
Yes.
And he goes down. Not much gained on that return. Nevertheless, the Big Mac sack of the game. Certainly doing it again this year. Little dump pass out to George Wynn. Wynn makes the catch, and moves it up the field.
Get inside. The only thing you could do is try to get JoJo down the seam. There it is. Oh.
And he missed him. Once again. And a little throw out here to the tight end. This time, Wroblewski cannot pull that ball in, so it'll be an incomplete pass. See the receivers to the near side. And a flag comes down as Morris lets go of the football. Natson can't pull it in, but flags all over the place. One that came in very, very late.
There were 2 fouls by the defense on the play.
Yes.
Offside, number 56. That penalty's declined. Holding, defense number 26. 5 yards from the previous spot. Automatic. First down.
That's tough press with a hold.
Morris going down the field. Nice catch
shot.
made there. Fred Brown on the catch. Win to the left of Morris. He's going down the field again. Brown
great
makes the
throw in the
catch.
seam.
Fred Brown on the grab, and they're going to say what? Touchdown. They do. Touchdown for the Colts.
They'll replay it. Tremendous throw right in the seam of that cover 2.
Wow.
He's in. Touchdown.
Yep.
Good. Excellent by Brown.
What a grab.
And what a throw.
Within 3, somehow get their hands on the football, maybe get the field goal, win this game, or at least tie it. There's the throw to the end zone. This one's incomplete. Flock is going to kick off here. Will we see an onside kick?
Yes, sir.
Yep, we do.
But not a good one.
No, it's a little pop-up and easily fielded by Brian. Here's a handoff to Ronnie Hillman. And timeout is called by the Colts. Cooper Rush quarterbacking for Dallas. Ronnie Hillman, the running back. That'll be the final timeout, I believe, by Indianapolis. And Cooper Rush letting the clock run down here. Puts the knee down, and that does it. Final score here in Arlington, Texas tonight, as Jason Garrett, the Dallas Cowboys, win it over our Indianapolis Colts 24-19 here at AT&T Stadium.